Hello everyone, welcome back to Keys Comic Market Watch. Thank you for watching another one of my videos. Today's a beautiful day and I did some comic hunting today, and I was looking for some particular things, and certain things I was looking for some reason, I've just gotten this, how can I explain it? I just, for some reason, all of a sudden I just want to get these direct books from 1979. I don't know why, because they're rare, and in 1979 newsstand books were everywhere and directs weren't everywhere. So I just don't know. For some reason I want the direct rare copies that were around in 1979. So today I went to a comic book store, went hunting, and this is one of the first books that I found was Defenders number 73. And as you can see, it's the direct copy with the line straight through the middle of the barcode. It's a 9.8. This is how much I paid for it, $3.50. He gave me extra 10% off all the books, so it covered the taxes and a little bit off the books. But I was happy to find this. Now, for all you guys and ladies that don't know what I mean by I want the direct 1979 books, check out my video that I made about newsstand and direct. Now, just to let you know, in 79, comic book stores started to pop up like crazy, and also they wanted to distinguish the direct copies from the newsstand copies. So of course, as you know, back then the way you could tell a newsstand, it'll have this barcode, so that's how you could tell a newsstand. Or it just wouldn't, or it'll just have this up here, just the regular stuff up top. But basically everything was newsstand. There was no direct market. So and direct market is basically comic book stores. So just so happens in 1979 they decided to change that. So they was going through a phase of in order to show a direct one, to distinguish the difference, they was putting the line in the barcode. Now after that, after 1980, as soon as 1980 hit, then you started to see the Spider-Man face. Start seeing just a character face all the time. You didn't see the barcode. That's how you knew it was a direct copy. And the reason why I'm on the hunt for these copies is because they are super rare. Like, I've noticed that it's hard to find these copies. Like, you gotta think, back then it wasn't that many comic book stores, so to find these copies, these direct copies, it was rare. Like, from what I've heard, I don't know if it's a fact, but from what I heard, the direct copies at that time were about 9% of the market. 9%. That's a very low percentage. So, and I believe it, because like I said, I don't find these too often, the ones with the lines. So when I do find them, I'm trying to get the best copy available. Now, I did see a whole bunch of them today that because I looked through probably like 15 long boxes, and I found some more, but they were not in good condition. Like, they were bent up. They were it wasn't worth it to me to get them, especially for the prices they was asking for them in the shape they were in. So I definitely just left them there. But definitely these are hard to find in a high grade. Definitely hard to find. So normally I wouldn't even get this Defenders book. Like, this Defenders book, as far as I know, has no significance to it. But the reason why I got it was because of that right there. That's what made me want to get it, because it's rare. It's just like finding a 35 cents variant or a 30 cents variant. Those are hard to find. So you got to think of it that way. Those are hard to find. These are hard to find. These are hard to find. So, and as I said in my other video, after the early 80s, then when it was more comic book stores, then the direct market started to take over, and it was more, and not only that, the direct market, basically comic book stores were not, when they ordered a certain amount of books, they was not able to send them back if they didn't sell. So by them not being able to sell them back, that's what created back issues. Like basically they couldn't send them back, so what would they do with them? Put them in a long box and hopefully somebody go through them and buy it, So that's what started the long box craze, you know what I'm saying? So back issue craze. Now with newsstands, those places were still able to send them back to the publisher if they didn't sell. And of course the publishers would recycle them. So that's why newsstand copies started to get more rarer than the direct market after the early 80s. Make sense, you guys? So that's why now everyone wants the newsstand copies for anything above 1980, like the early 80s. Anything above that, like, to the 90s, 2000, 2010s, all of those newsstand copies are less available. So those are harder to find. So those are the ones you want now. But in 1979, early 80s, you wanted the direct copy because those were rare. So I'm on my little craze right now. So I'm trying to find as many as I can. And this was the first one I found. So on to the next one. I wound up finding this Amazing Spider-Man 193. As you can see, you see the line. Found this beautiful baby right here. This is about 9.6, and it's I paid $9.95 for it. Was very happy to find that one. I also found it was another Amazing Spider-Man that I found. The one with the Kingpin is holding like the couch and is about to put it on Spider-Man. Spider-Man laying on the floor. I think it's 190 something. That also had the direct, but he wanted too much for it. And I was just like, man, it's not an issue that I'm willing to pay that type of money for. Like, I mean, and not only that, it wasn't a 9.8. The condition of it and the price just didn't match. So I left it there, you guys. And I was so tempted to get it, but I restrained myself, thank God. So, yeah, I was happy to get this one. So, and I was really happy to get this one because I was actually looking for this book, and I've never had this book, and I'm glad I got it now. So, it's Man-Thing #1. As you can see, there go the line right there. I love this cover. Man-Thing is going to be coming. He's coming. So, he's coming to the MCU. That was his face on if you saw the previews for Thor, the trailer for Thor Ragnarok, at the very beginning of the trailer where they have the building and they got the statue heads, I guess, of all the gladiators. You see Beta Ray Bill. You see Man-Thing. You see, I think, what's the creature that has the two faces? And then the other ones, you can't really tell what they are, but you could definitely tell the two-face monster. You could say Beta Ray Bill. And you could tell Man-Face is at the top. You see his Man-Thing. I mean, you see his face right there. It's no denying it. So, if you guys don't know about Man-Thing, y'all need to find out about Man-Thing. I'm glad I got his #1 issue of his first series. I need his first appearance. I'm still be on the lookout for that. But this is definitely a 9.6 or a 9.8. I really think it's a 9.8. I don't see nothing wrong with it. And this is how much I paid for it. And a direct copy. So it was a win-win situation for me, guys. So yeah, I'm very happy to get this. So when I saw it, I was like, man, I can't believe I've actually found a direct copy of this issue. And last but not least, this is not a direct copy. But when I saw this book, I was just like, when I had to pull it out, look at it like I always do, and this book, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Like, I really think it's a 9.8. Like, I can't wait to get a CGC. But it's Daredevil 150. And as you can see, it doesn't have the line. In fact, I'm trying to think. Let's see. The reason why it doesn't have the lines is because it's from 1977 before they even started direct. So it's a newsstand just like all the books were back then. But the importance of this issue is the first appearance of Paladin. I don't know why all of a sudden I got tongue-tied, but I've actually been trying to get this issue for a while now. Every time I do run into this issue, it's not the grade that I want. So it's always a lesser grade. Be honest with you, I think the highest grade I've ever seen is maybe a 9.0, 8.5, 8.5, like in that range. And to me, I just feel like I knew eventually I could find it for a higher grade for cheap, because people sleep on this book. As you can see, this how much I paid. $9.95, $10. So I didn't mind paying $10. He is a hero, by the way. So I'm glad to find another hero, a first appearance of a hero. And I'm definitely happy to pay $10. I was surprised to see it. Like, I was like, man, they obviously don't know the importance of this issue. Like, because it was some other books, Daredevil books in there that were less important, that were going for more money. And I was just like, I don't know how they were pricing the books, but it kind of, I was just like, oh, that's weird. But hey, I'm happy. $10, I'm happy. So yeah. So people, get this book, by the way. I definitely think eventually he's going to be somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in one of the Netflix series. That's where I think he'll show up. I don't know which one, but I think he's going to show up, definitely. He's been all over the place. He just not Daredevil. He's been Spider-Man. He's been in different people's books, so never know where he's going to be at. So I was happy to get this book. I definitely, hopefully I can find another one. You know what I'm saying, you guys? So that's it. Can't think of nothing else, but that was just, I gotta look at this cover some more. I really like this cover. But yeah, if you guys see this line going across any barcodes of any books from 1979, get it. You'll thank me later. Especially when more people start realizing how rare that is, what that means. Like, it's a lot of people out here that just don't know. They know about the 35 cents, they know about the 30 cents variants, but they don't know about that direct market 1979. They just don't know. So as more people get educated, these books will be sought after. So right now is the perfect time to start getting them while they're still cheap. In fact, I'll be honest with you, I had probably about 10 more books that I found with the line that were up to my grading standard. But I told him to hold them for me because, I still want to see if I could go to this other spot that I go to and see if I could find them there for cheaper. Because the ones that I did find, they were priced reasonable, the ones that I found, but for some reason I just have this feeling that I could find them at this other spot for cheaper. So I want to go over there, see if I can find them first. If I can't find them over there, then I'll go back there and buy the ones from there. So just some that sometimes you got to do, because at the end of the day, I'm trying to get them for as cheap as possible. So, and like I said, my channel is all about trying to find the books that are cheap now, so you'll get a better return in the long run. And, it's nothing wrong with that. I'm not telling you what to collect, what not to collect. I'm just giving you advice on things that you might want to get for monetary value, but at the end of the day, you should still love comic books. Like at the end of the day, everything I get it because I love comic books. Like at the end of the day, I read all my comic books. So best believe I'm about to read this and those other books right there. In fact, I've already read two of them from a long time ago. So I've had two of those books already. But yeah, I love what I collect and I read. I'm a comic loyalist, but at the end of the day, I don't see nothing wrong with making money off of it at the same time of the hobby that you love, especially if you're able to slowly build your money to the point where you're able to get the keys that you really want. Like I'm trying to get certain books, so I get other books, you know. And I've noticed a lot of YouTubers do that. A lot of YouTubers that, you know, love comic books, they'll do that. They'll sell certain copies that they're not attached to try to get to the ones that they want to be, that are attached to, or they you know that they really want. So I'm not telling anyone to get certain things because I'm telling you to get them just to get them. I'm telling you because as an investment, it'll be good, you know. But at the end of the day, you still got to get what you want and what you like. And that's the most important thing of it all, is get what you like. And enjoy this hobby for what it is. It's awesome. Being a comic book collector right now is the best time to be a collector because it's amazing what's going on. I mean, we get movies, TV shows, we getting everything. Everything we could want, we're getting now. So I never thought I would live to see this day. Like, what's going on right now, it's amazing. Like, this hobby has gone to a whole nother level. And I'm happy. Like, I can't ask for anything else out of this hobby. This hobby has given me everything that I want. I love this hobby, and I hope you guys love the hobby too. And for you guys that just do it for monetary value, just let me tell you this. Do it for monetary value if that's what you choose to do. But I guarantee you, if you take the time to read these books, read some of them. Just read them. I guarantee you, if you read them long enough, you're going to be hooked. And you're going to start wanting to keep some of them for yourself. Like, you're gonna be attached. You're going to start just falling in love with the hobby. Like, because it's just an awesome hobby. Like, all the stories, it's just so many things that can make you fall in love with comic books. Like, so, yeah, just do it. If you're doing it for the monetary, read your books. You'll thank me later. So, but enough of this rant. This was a short haul. You guys, I'm about to do another video of, yesterday I went to another spot and I went through the dollar bin. So this is going to be all dollar books in my next video, and it's a lot of books. So, but this is just my quick video of what I got today. I'm so happy that I got them today because I just was in that mood of just, I want some direct 1979 books. That's all I kept thinking in my head. I want the ones with the lines going across the barcode. I'm going to go look for them today. And I found some, and I'm happy the ones that I found, the ones that I got, I'm happy. So, good comic book hunting out there, you guys. And I'll see you on my next video that's about to come in about maybe 30 minutes. So, look out for that one, all right? All right. See you guys. Peace.